Good morning, children. I'm so happy to meet you again in this online class. I hope you are doing good by God's grace. Children, before getting into our class, shall we play a game? How many of you love to play riddles? Shall we play riddles? Okay. The first question goes like this. Where can you find cities, towns, shops, and streets but no people? Your time starts now. Guess, children. The answer is a map. Okay, let's move into the second question. What has 88 keys but cannot open a single door? Your time starts now. The answer is a piano. I hope many of you found answers for these questions. If not, no problem, children. Okay, now before moving on to our class, what did we learn in our last class? Let's have a quick recap. First, we learnt about what is temperature. What is the temperature? The quantity that tells us how hot or cold an object is. Okay? It's called as an temperature. The second one we learnt about the difference between heat and temperature. Heat and temperature, they both are not same. Okay? Heat is dependent on what are the things? Speed, size and the number of particles in a substance, wherein temperature is independent of all these things. Then we learnt about flow of heat. When there are two objects, one object with high temperature and the other object with low temperature, and when these two objects come in contact, heat energy flows from the object which is having an higher temperature to flows to the object which is having a low temperature. This process keeps on repeating until both the objects attain same temperature. This is called flow of heat. Then, children, we will move into today's class. Are you ready with your science class workbook, your pen? Children, if you have your textbook, you can have it. Otherwise, no problem. We are sending you a content PDF. You can go through that. Okay? Children, in today's class, we will be learning about what is thermal expansion and some of the uses of thermal expansion and some examples of thermal expansion. Children, can you look into this picture? There is a boy called Sam. He is trying to open a Tide jar, but he is not able to open. Even we also try to open some Tide jar. So he is asking his uncle, can you help me to open this Tide jar? His uncle is giving him a solution. Sam, take this Tide jar and pour some hot water on top of the lid. Can you see this picture? Sam is just doing as his uncle said. He is taking the Tide jar and pouring some hot water on top of the lid. What happens when he poured the hot water? Can you see this picture? Now he is able to open the lid of the jar which was very tight. So today's lesson is about thermal expansion. What is thermal expansion? The expansion of a substance on heating is called thermal expansion of that substance. I'll repeat it again. The expansion of a substance on heating is called thermal expansion of that substance. In the example, we saw that the lid was very tight for Sam to open. When he poured some hot water on top of it, that is the heat, okay? When the heat was poured on top of the lid, he was able to open, okay? This is because the hot water which was poured on top of the lid made the lid to expand, so he was able to open the lid of the jar. Children, in this picture, what do you see? You see block of metals, correct? So these metals are also called as solids. In matter around lesson, we learned that solids have definite shape. So let us recall that statement here. So here the metal solid is having a definite shape. When these metals are heated, okay, see, these metals are nothing but solid. When it is heated, then it expands. This solid expands in all the directions. That is, it can be with its length or breadth or area, volume. So everywhere it expands. So solids have definite shape and it expands in all directions, okay? If the expansion is in terms of length, then we call it as linear expansion. If the expansion is in terms of volume, we call it as cubical expansion. So these are the two types of expansion which we are going to look. Okay, first one, let me tell you about the linear expansion. Can you look into the picture here, children? Okay, there is a very thin wire over here. Okay, this thin wire is being heated. Whenever this thin wire is heated, the length of the wire slightly increases. Okay, this is because the thermal expansion is taking place over here. So as and when the thin wire is heated, then the length of that wire alone expands. So this is called as a linear expansion. In cubical expansion, here a small solid cube is being placed on a burner. So when it is heated, what happens? The size of the cube increases, okay, on all sides. If the cube is having a fixed length, breadth or height, then when it is heated, the length, breadth and height also increases. That in turn increase the volume of this cube. This is called as a cubical expansion. Children, moving on to the uses of thermal expansion. The first one is fitting the iron rim on the wooden wheel. This is nothing but the bullock cart wheel. Okay, can you see here the iron rim and the wooden wheel is over here. So the iron rim is taken and the radius of this iron rim should be lesser than the wooden wheel. Okay, then the iron rim is heated, okay, is heated and it is fixed on top of the wooden wheel and it is cooled. After cool, what happens? It comes back to its original size and it is fixed tightly. Can you see this picture, the before and after picture? So now the iron rim is placed over here. Okay, it is fixed. Here thermal expansion is taken place. The second one is the riveting. Okay, you must have heard somewhere else, okay, through your parents or in the back shop. Okay, a riveting is nothing but joining two steel plates together. Can you see this picture, children? These two plates are joined. The small screws are called riveting. So joining two plates are called riveting. If you would have seen your mother's handbag in your belt, there you must have seen some small screws like this. These are called riveting. Here in the handbag they are joining two pieces of leather. They use rivet. When they use the riveting, what happens is that the connection is strong over here. I'm going to explain how it is being used. The rivet is first heated and it is placed in a position. Can you look into this picture over here? It is heated and it is placed in a position. Then using a hammer, it is hit on top of the rivet head so that the position is fixed. Okay, and after cooling down, what happens? It contracts and pulls the steel plates together. Now the two plates are fixed tightly. That is why rivet is being used over here. Okay. Children, moving on to the examples of thermal expansion. First one is about gaps are left in between rails while laying a railway track. We have seen the railway track as a long line, but we have never thought about how these long lengthy tracks are connected. Okay, there are many sections of steels called rails which is joined together. Okay, while laying these railway tracks, a small gap is being left. Okay, this is for the thermal expansion to take place during summer. Can you see these small gaps, children? Okay, these gaps are left in between the railway tracks so that thermal expansion takes place during summer. Suppose if the gaps are not left between the rail tracks, what will happen, children? Look into this picture. The tracks will bend and the trains will go off the railway track. So in order to avoid such problem, the gaps are left between the tracks. Okay. The second example of thermal expansion is gaps are left in between two joints of a concrete bridge. If you would have traveled on the flyover, you would have experienced a bumpy ride, haven't you? This is because of the connectors used between the concretes. Okay, so during the summer, the concretes will expand. It's because of the heat. So the gaps are left in between the concretes so that it expands and to avoid accidents. Okay, look into this picture. See, during summer what happens? Okay, the gaps are left over here. So during summer, here the concrete expands. So during cold season, it contracts. Okay, so this is the reason why gaps are left between the concrete. Children, I'm Heat, your Unit 1 lesson. I would like to recap on what you have missed as thoughts so far. You have learned about heat, you have learned about temperature, you have learned how to distinguish between hot and cold objects. You learnt about the difference between heat and temperature. You learnt about the flow of heat, and today's class you learnt about thermal expansion. I hope you are clear with this lesson. Children, with this video, we are also sending you a supplementary video. Please go through the supplementary video and get additional knowledge about this lesson. Then we are sending you a content PDF. Need not worry about the content of this video. It is in the content PDF. Go through it. Then please play Kahoot by entering your admission number and your name. Then finally there is a test. Please attend the test and take the screenshot of this test and send it to us. Children, advance happy Children's Day. Spread your love to everyone. Bye.